Hello there guys and welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to be checking out a rogue and more specifically her on Icarus node. So I know rogue got a new synergy with longshot, and unfortunately I do not have a 5-star longshot. However, I do have a 4-star longshot, so I started messing around with the synergy, so on and so forth. But as I was doing that, I kind of figured out that she's a champion that really heavily depends on how much damage she's able to deal, and therefore she has always shined on stuff like flare and power shield and stuff like that. So Icarus in a sense can also definitely be used in order to increase her damage output, and she even has an inbuilt way how to kind of like mitigate any degen damage that you do get. Additionally, all the degeneration does end up expiring relatively much faster than on any other champions, and even if you get caught in like a bad situation, you are able to degen less and then heal back up. So I figured she would be pretty much perfect, and so I did. Basically took in my rank 4 5-star rogue. Now she does not need any synergies to do that, but check out that heal there from level 1. We healed for like 15k I believe, and she will be able to drop some massive special attacks throughout this video. So the first fight was Captain Marvel. Next fight is going to be against Ronan. We're going to make it all the way down to the boss, and we're gonna see how we do against the boss as well. But so next fight is Ronan. Here I want to go into kind of like level 2 rotation. Even if I end up losing some health, it doesn't matter too much because I'll be able to recover it later on. So here basically I just want to build up close to 2 bars of power before I get too many fury buffs on myself and start degenerating. So at this point we're nearly there. We can see that the degen did actually hit us quite hard here at this point, but at the same time we are at our goal, and here we can see some massive damage from level 2s and another level 2, and will there be a 51k crit from Rogue's special 2. Now that is pretty much as hard as Rogue is going to hit, right? So next up we have Medusa and a bunch more other opponents, and I do realize that we already definitely have plenty of counters to Icarus node, like Ghost or Corvus or Killmonger with Void Synergy and a bunch of whole others, but this is fun, man. And even if this video doesn't end up being too helpful, at least it can be entertaining, and we can check out what kind of crazy numbers Rogue is capable of putting up. So there we go. We already started dealing damage to this Medusa, dropped a level 1, did a nice heal. Now with Medusa, obviously we do have to play around the Furies, and we do need to be kind of careful. So a few times I'm going to kind of make her auto block me on purpose just to get rid of the Furies and kind of have an option to get more openings. But here we go with another level 1, which works out pretty much perfect for us. And at this point we are back up to full health. The health bar in this quest definitely is not an issue, and there did we steal health for like 27k or something? It's definitely a nice health deal. And now we're going to be moving on to fight number 4. I believe that's going to be Emma Frost, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we're going to go up to Emma Frost, then Massacre, Captain America Infinity War, Captain America World War II, and whatever else we have afterwards. So against Emma, obviously Emma's fight isn't gonna be as straightforward because she can be quite annoying. She can be stun immune, and we're just gonna have to kind of like slug through that one. But we're gonna have a couple more fights where I do manage to get into a level 2 rotation, and then you can definitely see the prettier numbers. But I believe we could actually get those damage numbers quite a bit more up if Rogue wouldn't hit as hard as she does already at that point. But still, as we can see here, we are staying relatively healthy. We definitely can afford taking some more chip damage, because why not? Just bait out at level 1, perfect. And we can see that degen there is expiring so quickly quite often, and doesn't even properly manage to damage you as well. Here we finish out with 27k medium crit from a rank 4 5-star rogue. So it's kind of funny as well because it's rogue, and if everybody has one kind of common complaint about rogue is that she does not hit hard enough. But well, guess what? Here she does. And now we're going to go up against Massacre. If I remember correctly here, I'm going to be trying to go for a level 2 before I start dealing with a lot of damage, just because Massacre can be quite annoying opponent to face when you have these debuffs on you, because then your parries can fail. Plus he can do quite a bit of damage through your blocks, so on and so forth. So I kind of want to be cautious and start this kind of like big damage in the right place when I have plenty of power, when I can power drain that guy, and definitely make sure that I can be aggressive. So here we start. Unfortunately, none of the hits here crit. He goes for level 1. Those furies though still hadn't expired at that point, so we were not taking any degen damage, which is also quite cool. And here we start take the degen, but again we can just go for level 2. Unfortunately no crits, but we drop our level 1, which heals us back to full immediately, and we can finish out the fight with a couple of nice hits. 15k medium crit or light crit that was, so nothing kind of like too out of this world, but still 15k light crits from Rogue, not bad. And I will try to make another Rogue video quite soon with her new synergy with Longshot, because that is definitely very helpful as well, and very helpful for many different female champions. So I think there could be quite a lot of interesting potential hidden in within Longshot and Rogue synergy. But now we are going to be going up against Captain America, and again I think I'm gonna be trying to go for my level 2s here instead of level 1s, just to see how big damage numbers we can get out of her. So here we go. No crits here unfortunately, but we do manage a stand-up intercept. There was a nice 10k crit dash back intercept, going for level 2 crit for 66k. That's a dang hefty crit on her last hit of level 2. And Rogue is an absolute destruction machine on this quest. And again, I do realize that there are better options, and this isn't a video meant to say that she's the best option for Icarus. It's just a bit of fun saying that she can be fun on Icarus. It might not be, again, the most practical kind of like video. You probably are better off ending using up like Ghost or Corvus or something of the sort. But hey, this works, and Rogue is also a fairly common champion, so in case you do not have those champions ranked, or they are busy, or you just want to have a backup option, Rogue can certainly fill that role and have a bit of fun with you. You can see that those degen ticks are barely doing any damage because they are expiring so quick that yeah, they can't really be as devastating as they can versus other opponents. So Dr. Voodoo there went down incredibly quick. Now we have just the Thor left, and then we have the boss fight. So against Thor, again, shouldn't be anything too tricky here. We're gonna see which tactic we go with. I believe I still went with my level 1s here, and yeah, so let's see what happens. This is also, by the way, with no boosts, no special boosts, nothing like that, and obviously no suicide masteries. So it's just like a basic setup with a rank 4 rogue. And so here we go against Thor. We are currently at like 15-16 furies, going for level 1, healing up for 7+k, not bad. We can do better for sure. And it's a good thing Thor's level 1 is like a very quick special attack. There was 23k medium, another massive heal, decent crit, couple of hits, 20k crit, and the fight is over. So you can see that she's absolutely tearing through it. 32 hit fight and 6.2 with a rank 4 5-star rogue. That's good to say the least. And here is just kind of like checking nodes, but it's not going to be the cleanest fight. I'll mess up relatively quick because I'm not going to notice how quickly the spores end up being on me, and I'm just going to die due to spore damage, because rogue special attacks unfortunately do not maintain too much of a distance, and when you throw that level 1 you still remain kind of like in the territory of those spores increasing, if you will. So at that point you can see that yeah, it didn't work out. It's probably my mistake. You can probably definitely play this fight quite a bit better, but no final boss solo. But up until the boss fight we definitely had an extremely good time. So basically, yeah, that will do for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button, hit that sub button, share it to your friends. Perhaps they want to try and go in 6.2 and have a bit of fun with Rogue as well, because she's a champion that many people love to like, but relatively rarely use. But this could be potentially a fun time using one of your comic favorites. And either way, basically, I always think it's a cool find if you get an option to use like some less popular or outdated champion in today's content, because quite often there are many champions that you do like, and unfortunately you just can't really bring them and use them in endgame content because the requirements are extremely specific and many champions in game are outdated, or there are just many better alternatives. But in cases like this where it's just great amount of fun and the fights go quick and you get to use one of your maybe 2016 favorite champions or something like that, it's just a win-win for all. Either way, now for reals, I'm done. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hit all the buttons. I'll catch you guys soon. See ya.